Beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Yes, tonight. The Xenoblade Chronicles. Hopefully, this will be the last part. I have every expectation that this will be the finale tonight. And we have finally, with the celebratory music, the eternal saga of Xeno finally will come to an ending. Anyway, let's get to the game. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Anybody who'll be watching in the future, since nobody's here at the moment. Alright, so as you probably saw right there, I am now at max level with everybody. I went ahead and decided to fight some of the extra bosses. A bunch of extra bosses became available in Chapter 10. Especially there's a few areas in the map, like the factory in Moraldane and Olefro back in Uriah, are now full of like level 95 enemies now. Just drivers. They're like level 95, 6 and 7, and just and with a couple of level 99 enemies in them. But I did some grinding in those areas. Wasn't too hard. But yeah, that's why I'm like max level right now. Alright, so like I said last time, I tried to do a little bit more with the affinity charts and blade quest and side quest stuff. I did a lot yesterday. Today I didn't really do that much. Because, I decided that at this point, I have had enough of doing side quests and affinity charts. And I'm just ready to end the game. I'm ready for the end now, because I've had enough of doing everything else. So
where to, Master Pawn?
The time is now. Actually, I want to double check, make sure my mic is on, because I think it is. Yes, my mic is on. Okay. I just have to remember to check here. And I need to... Alright. I have this Lipton tea. Which, it's Lipton Southern Sweet Tea. I can tell you right now, it's pretty bad. I don't know who drinks sweet tea that tastes like that, but certainly not me. Why am I drinking it? I don't know. It's the only thing I had right now besides water, so... It has a very, when you drink a certain drink and it has a very chemical taste to it? That's kind of what this stuff is. It says it's like sweetened with sugar, but I'm pretty sure it's got like a lot of artificial sweetener stuff in it there too, which is probably why it tastes the way it is. It tastes like it has artificial sweetener in it. So I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, it's just... I've had much better sweet teas. I usually prefer to get the gold peak tea. Gold peak tea is usually pretty good. That's what I usually try to get, but for some reason it's been kind of hard for me to find it in stores lately. So I got a Lipton tea, and it's just like, yeah. Now I can see why nobody buys this stuff. It's like, yeah. Anyway. Look at that game. We're at Elysium. There is no grass here, there's no greenery. Now, to be fair, I mean, this area could be rehabilitated. It's just going to take a lot of work. Probably more work than a lot of the people on the surface are going to be capable of doing. Because you're going to have to get water up here, somehow. That would be a
what have we here?
Gargantuan
Gotta be
task.
kind to the environment.
Searching database.
But then you're going to have to think about the people who probably made the station. They probably already had water here, or some way of getting water up here to begin with. So you just have to kind of figure that out. So here we are at the church.
Is that it? The bells have stopped. A signal we should enter, perhaps?
We probably should.
Welcome home, my children.
Who's there?
Father?
What? You don't mean...
The architect is here, but where?
I am always here. Come to me.
Please look! Over there is staircase.
It seems to lead to a lower level.
Guess we have to.
Oh, I thought there was somebody here. For a moment, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, it's just a piano. Pipe organ. It was like a pipe organ. But it's not making any sound now. Somehow I knew what a pipe organ was. Even though I've never seen one before. I'm sure there's someplace that has a pipe organ somewhere in Alrest. By the way, I'm not really sure how long this stream is going to be. This could be a short stream, but that's fine because I'm probably going to spend the last 30 minutes or so just talking about the game, so that's alright. I'll add the game out. There's a working escalator in here. You can just ride the escalator down. Or people can just jump and hop around, like so. Anyway, let's just move on. You know, at this level, I don't really expect the final boss to be that hard to deal with. I'm pretty sure we're gonna...
The building's holding up well inside.
Squish Malos is what I
Quality of
was gonna
structural
say.
materials much better than in city outside. This made of same substance as World Tree itself.
Same as the World Tree. Huh? Hey! Where is everyone?
Oh,
Pyra! Gramps!
they just vanished?
Pyra! Mithra!
Well, that doesn't make any sense. White loading screen. Very bright. Instead of a black loading screen, you have a white loading screen.
What is that? The Ardanian Imperial Army. Their equipment looks ancient. Like it's come from the past. What is up with this place?
Oh, bones. We have skulls in the game. Only at the very end. Another white loading screen. I expect most of this is just going to be cutscenes in this stream. I fully expect an hour's worth of cutscenes.
Nia! Dromark! I'm so glad you...
Why, Rex?
Huh?
You told us Elysium was real.
My lady and I traveled all this way at your behest. Master Rex, did you intentionally deceive us?
I trusted you, you know.
This is a dream.
I came
Come
here
on.
because I trusted you.
Nia! Dromark! What are you talking about?
How do you explain this?
You've got it wrong. I told you. I promised Pyra to...
Pyra. Oh, right. Pyra. 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 Is that it? You've only got eyes for her. Get your head out of your ass.
Nia, you're being weird. What is going on?
My lady has given up everything for you, yet still you realize nothing. Even now you cannot see.
I've been here all along. Why won't you realize? Look! Just look at me, Rex.
Okay. Right, you gave me Godfrey? Why? Okay, actually, this is a good time to mention something here. Because okay, so occasionally run to these points where the game is like automatically changes your party around and lets you select a character to move. I wish the game would give you the option to go to the menu and change your blades around when you get to this point. When you get to a menu like this. Instead, you can't do it because sometimes it removes a blade or swaps them out with a random blade. As you can see here, swap me with Godfrey, which... God damn it, game, come on. I have so many better blades than this. But at least I got Corvin, and I think,
Beware an attack!
Let's show him a thing or three.
oh, it gave me Wolfric.
Thanks for that.
Can't do that.
I had Corvin equipped.
Did it?
Diving
Just
swing.
say when.
Butterfly blade.
I won't let you. Mighty
You
beat.
can't do... Hey, the diffracted it.
You're going
Wow,
down.
and she's level 99 too.
Cold judgment.
The diffracted it.
Why not?
Rock.
Let's go to last year, that would probably be
Wild
better.
The winds
side.
blow our way.
There is no
Wings.
Elysium.
Because Godfrey is not really equipped for fighting.
Vortex edge.
Butterfly blade.
And
Eagle
I don't have a hero.
The
Gemini
winds
loop.
blow our way.
I like. Hit it. No.
Everything we've
Yaha!
done. It's all been for nothing.
Fine.
Damn you,
Step
you
back,
tricked
darn you.
me.
Why not?
Okay, this is not what I expected to happen.
Wing smash.
Ow. Take
Hit
that.
it. No.
Deathwing.
You must be hurt. Rest a while.
I could still fight.
I'm sorry.
Answer me, Rex. Why did you lie to us?
How could you betray our trust?
I'm guessing I'm not going to get a chance to adjust my blade loadout. Why do you do this to me, game? You gotta make me fight my allies, and I can't change my blades around. You gotta give me a crap blade automatically for whatever reason.
Nia and Dromark.
And I had better blades
You
equipped.
really
So
are a
it's like,
fool.
you intentionally nerfed me.
Morag? Bridget?
Yeah, this I gotta fight you now.
Moradane.
You're so thoughtless.
Morag!
Here you are, wasting time. And all the while my countrymen are... Do you
have any idea what you've done?
What do you...
You just run ahead, without a thought for anyone else, and this is the result!
Or not, I guess.
I couldn't save anyone. If only we hadn't come here. I could have saved my people. I could have saved Niall. If only it weren't for you, Rex!
But me? I didn't mean to...
I hope you're happy now. You dragged us to some empty ruins. I hope that was worth everything we sacrificed.
And it's funny that they're still showing me having Pyra's sword in the cutscenes. But I don't have... God damn it. Why do I have to have Godfrey?
Okay, time to take you down. Godfrey on guard. Diving swing.
Oh! You're wide open!
Ready and willing. Gotcha. Prepare for the full whammy. Dog break.
You disappoint
I won't
me.
let you.
I had
Thanks
high
for that.
hopes for you.
Rock. I am rock. Always
Wild
have been.
side.
Always will be.
Ha!
Vortex edge.
Poor show. My dead body. You
Wings
call
smash.
yourself driver of the
The
Aegis.
winds blow our way.
It won't be that
I like
easy.
your
How long do
attitude.
you
Darn
intend
you.
to continue this
It's getting
farce of a
tough.
battle?
Wolfric.
Radiant!
Breaker. Done. Why here?
Game, if you didn't give me sucky blades to use, I probably would do a lot better here.
It's fine. We'll get him yet. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I got in the way.
Yeah, you got in the way, Godfrey. God damn it. Game, why? I had Corvin equipped. Jesus.
Okay, where are we off to?
Like, give me like a hero blade, like, take Boreas.
Yep. Just leave it to Boreas.
Jesus. Jesus. Oh, there's treasure here.
You're all mine.
It was a good thing I came back. Actually, you know what? Should I even be using rock? Who would be better than rock? I need like a solid attack blade. Or if I just make
Okay.
everybody tanky. Actually, you
Make
know what?
way for me.
Dog is not too bad. Take him.
Okay,
Okay, so we're
time
just
to
starting
take
off here
you
then.
down.
Ha! Fool! You're wide open!
Want me to get him? Ha!
You disappoint me. I had high hopes for you.
Go
You're
for
in
it.
for a treat.
No.
Pretty much won this.
Why not?
Radiance!
We have a
Maria,
burn
comes from
I
no one.
even surprised myself.
Ow! Why not? Strong shot. Eat, brave throw.
We're doing good,
Go for
everyone.
it. I like your attitude.
Here
Sure.
goes. And you call
Brave
yourself
speed.
driver of the Aegis?
Why not?
Blaze!
Corbin!
Pulling out all the stops, huh?
You should step back a
Chain
little.
attack, ready.
We will not fall here.
Sink it up, everyone!
Stop. Chain attack.
We're up, Gramps. Gotta do what we can.
Down.
A mere
Enemy down.
flesh wound.
Please, stop this! What's the use in fighting amongst ourselves now?
What's the use? For vengeance! What more reason do I need?
What?
That's right. We must take our vengeance. For the thousands of lives you have stolen!
I killed? No way! I didn't!
I'll have your life for an apology, Rex! Stop right there! How dare you run!
What is this place? What's wrong with everyone? Pyra, Mithra, Grams! Where are you? Where are you guys?
Why Rex run?
Tora! Poppy, Zeke and Pandoria. Don't tell me you're all...
You having fun, chum? Playing the hero like the kid you are, stringing us adults along.
That's not...
Rex is bad friend. Why Rex become driver when Tora cannot become driver? Tora tries so hard, and for what? It's useless!
What are you complaining about? You got one of the best blades ever.
Let's just have a little luck and become driver of Aegis? Poppy never asked to be born as imitation. Poppy want to be real too. Not fair! I bet it felt real good, didn't it? Getting special treatment from everyone. Getting chosen by the Aegis. Who decided you should have all that power? How about you hand it over to the prince right now? He deserves it.
Stop it already! I did nothing wrong to any of you.
So you haven't worked that out either. In your hurry to get here, you never stopped to consider all the things you left lying in your wake!
Okay, we have to fight you too. Oh, nice thing that a couple of these blades got some all attacks.
Time to take you down.
The
Aegis isn't for the likes of you, child. She needs a real man.
Activated.
Hit it, no! Storm. Ow! Thanks for that.
Stratospheric thunder!
Like your attitude.
Yep!
Quicken arts.
Ha!
Tora wanted
Go
to be
for
a
it.
real driver!
Fugade mono.
Ow!
Astounding!
Big boost!
Why not?
Stratospheric
Thanks for that.
thunder!
Shield!
Friends to the end.
Stay
Hit
strong.
it, no!
Can't give up now!
Take this!
But it was impossible to become real!
Paint on me.
Never
Why
fear,
not?
I got this.
Dagger! You're lucky to have me.
Here! Dynamic
Go for it
spark
and
sword!
learn. Ah! Drivers are so
Oh,
expensive.
shut up!
Oh, shut up.
Enough! Stop! Tora! Poppy! No, I never wanted this. Zeke, Pandoria!
What are you doing, Rex?
Oh, look out, we have to fight Gramps now.
What? Gramps. This place.
What is the point?
Huh, Gramps?
What is the point of us, really? We are born as blades, then return to our slumber, again and again, over countless years, until we become titans, to wander this world for countless more. And at the end of it all, we sink into nothingness. Have you ever thought about it? What it means to exist for close to an eternity, with no clear purpose or goal?
That's...
Must be nice to be human. Living for a limited time, thinking limited thoughts. It must be so much easier. I envy your kind. Just think, Rex, would you? What would you do if you were me? Would you be happy to drift around the ocean with a human on your back? Is that all I am to be?
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that. Why are you asking me? You're being strange. Everyone's acting so strange.
Welcome back. You're late, Rex. Where did you wander off to?
Pyra.
Now we have to fight you.
Come on, let's go ahead and eat. I've cooked up a whole bunch of your favorites. I hope you've got room. Well, eat up. Which kind of bread do you want?
Oh, maybe this and this.
There you go.
Thanks.
Hey, do you want some wine? Oops, you're too young. Silly me.
Mithra, has something happened?
What do you mean?
It's just, you're a lot nicer than normal.
Stop it. I'm always nice to you, aren't I?
If you say so.
Hey, Rex, come on. How can you sit down to eat without washing your hands first? That's a faux pas. Go wash your hands right now.
Sorry.
He has gloves on.
You're acting almost like Mithra today, Pyra.
Did you scrub them properly?
Yeah. They're clean.
Great. Okay then, let's eat. Thanks for the food.
It looks really good.
It's Mithra's cooking.
tastes even
Oh,
better.
okay, it's not.
Of course it does. After all, I made it myself. Maybe I'll try my hand next time. Mithra, no. You know how that always ends. But carbon's good for you. Anyway, I want to do something nice for Rex, too. No cooking. Who's gonna save the world if Rex gets the runs? You're so mean. It was only that one time.
Can't have the runs.
It's okay, you two. I don't care who cooks. I'm just happy we're... I'm happy we...
He's got the runs.
Rex.
It's so strange. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore. Everyone's all wrong. They all said I... But now you two... Did I go wrong somewhere?
I think that's enough. Please, Father.
You guys.
Rex.
Why are we all here? I thought I was...
I merely wished to examine the shapes of your hearts.
That voice. You're...
My name is Klaus, the architect of this world. I have watched over you all this time. I have seen your thoughts, your desires, the things you have achieved.
So you did that, just now?
Yes, those were not your present forms, but alternate possibilities. Your other selves that lie within. That is what I wanted to see.
Our other selves? You mean we're all thinking stuff like that, deep down? Was that how we really feel?
Then you saw it too?
Looks like we were all shown the same kind of stuff. It creeped me out. What are you trying to prove?
Those were the fears you harbor.
I don't get it at all.
What was your purpose in showing us this? Those were not pleasant visions to behold.
My only purpose was to find out how mankind has changed and where it is headed.
And were you disappointed?
No. As you stand before me right now, that is who you are. That is enough.
Architect, sir. I came here because I met Pyra. Is this really Elysium? Are you really?
I will show you everything. Memories. Mine, and those of this planet. This world was once the stage of a struggle for survival that dwarfed this current predicament. The world was an unseemly place, though glimpses of beauty persisted. What should people live for? Who should they live for? They live for themselves, to harbor desires and struggle to realize them. That is the natural state of man. But I did not think that was good enough. I lost hope for mankind. I searched tirelessly for an outside solution. And one day, I found it. The conduit. Why it chose to appear before us, I do not know. However, its existence presented a new possibility.
Possibility?
Our world was not the only one. Endless universes coexist, side by side, yet all completely unaware of one another. The conduit was our link to these foreign worlds. And I opened that forbidden gateway, praying that it would change the world. You have seen the plane called Moritha, have you not? That is what remains of my world. When I opened the conduit, many people and many things disappeared into distant dimensions. All that remained here were the ruins of Moritha. And half of my body.
Your body?
Half of me lives on in some other dimension. But not for much longer.
What do you mean?
The moment of my other self's demise draws near.
Father, you...
I was a fool. Because of my foolishness, I lost everything. Left here, alone and broken, I longed for oblivion, but even that eluded me. This is my punishment. Retribution from on high, for the sin I have committed.
On high?
There was only one thing I could do. I had to atone for my sin. I swore to restore this world. The first thing I created was a special particulate substance with the ability to restore deteriorated matter. You all know it as the Cloud Sea. The Cloud Sea can disassemble matter it comes in contact with, and rebuild it in the image of all the things that once made up this world. This way, little by little, I could rebuild the world I had brought to ruin. Next, I began to recreate life. I gathered miniature vessels containing memories of all this planet's former life forms. And I scattered them across the Cloud Sea. These are the core crystals. The crystals bonded with the Cloud Sea's particulate reconstructors and formed the nuclei of new life. Those nuclei developed into minute life forms, the Titans, who would, over time, grow larger and larger. Finally, the Titans gave birth to complex organisms based on the data in their core crystals. this newly birthed life, over untold millennia, evolved into a new breed of mankind.
So that's how we came to live in this world.
But I did not trust this world, born as it had been. What if it were to repeat our mistakes? What if someone like me appeared? To stave off these doubts, I implemented one final measure. And so the Blades were born. Ontos, Logos, and Pneuma. The three cores of the Trinity processor formed their cornerstone. However, Ontos triggered a space-time transition event and disappeared forever. I was left with the other two, Logos and Pneuma, entrusting them with managing the Blades. Malos and Pyra. Those are the names that you now know them under.
So, I am Pneuma.
Managing?
The core crystals at the heart of each blade are tasked with relaying all kinds of information to Logos and Pneuma about the selection pressures of the outside world and the biological status of their bonded human, but also the experiences and emotions they share. As the data continually accrues, new evolutionary code is sent back to the core crystals. And this code is used to create new, further evolved blades. These blades too become titans in time, and create new generations of life forms. This was the new circle of life I had created.
A grand scheme. It boggles the mind a tad.
So, we're all born from this endless cycle of life, to replace the victims of the previous world.
That's right. But there were also a handful of survivors. I believe you saw them when you were in Moritha. The unfortunate ones who clung to life.
Ah. You mean those monsters? Were they originally people?
Core crystals were first conceived as a replacement for human brain cells. A product of mankind's age-old quest for immortality.
And that's what became of them. How awful.
But that technology became the starting point for the creation of blades and titans.
So, in one sense, their sacrifice was not in vain. Though not all may see it as such.
So tell us, in the end, did we develop as you had hoped?
What do you think?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, those phantasms which you all experienced earlier, those are feelings that lurk in all of your hearts. As well as that man, Amaltheus. When a person loses something, they cannot help but seek a reason why. Within themselves, or in others. They seek a concrete answer to the question of who they really are deep inside. Such a very lonely existence. But perhaps That is what it is to be human. All this data passed through me, and I knew. All of you. You were not in any way different from us before. That's why I did not intervene. 500 years ago, when the man finally arrived here, I did nothing when he took away Logos and Numa. I stood and watched as Logos, instantiated into blade form, set out to purge the world.
You don't make sense. Didn't you go to all that trouble to rebuild it? Then why would you...
It is fate.
Fate?
It is fated to happen. It cannot but happen. My atonement was doomed from the start.
That can't be.
I had made my peace with it. Once more, I longed for nothing more than to disappear. However, something has now changed. And that is you, Rex. You and Numa.
Me? And Pyra and Mithra?
You reforged your bond in a way I had not thought possible. And the life you share. Moreover, the conduit, which fell into a stubborn silence after the world's end, has begun stirring once more. Rex, the power you and Numa exercise is the conduit's power. It comes leaking out of some far-flung dimension. And it is a power we can know nothing about. But with its help, the world may be about to change.
What's all this shaking?
It is Logos. Malos, trying to destroy this world and everything in it.
What?
Remember, at heart he is but an information processing unit. Neither good nor evil. He is driven by a certain impulse. The despair that the man named Amalthus felt.
I see. So it was right. What I felt back then, I mean.
Rex.
Rex, what is it you desire?
What else? To stop Malos.
And if you succeed?
I'll punch him in his stupid face, and then... probably get a drink with him or something. That's the 6th rule of the Salvager's Code. First have a punch out, then drink to forget. Once you've forgotten, the friendship's all set.
Sure.
I'm not old enough to drink yet, though.
I see. Numa. No, I should call you Pyra and Mithra.
What is it?
I want to apologize for having burdened you with all this.
Don't worry. We're actually grateful. Thanks to you, Father, we got to meet Rex. And everyone else. Those are cherished memories. Father.
I have transferred all of Elysium's data and authorizations to you. Make me proud.
We will.
Rex.
Yes.
I will disappear soon. When I do, The conduit will likely disappear from this world. You will not be able to use your power forever.
I understand. We'll make do somehow.
I'm counting on you.
Klaus. Have you changed your mind about this world?
Right now, I think I am glad I met you all.
Got it. Then, our answers match. Thank you for giving us all life.
Perhaps I will be able to face you again. Galea.
Pyra, where's Malos?
If he is here, I know where he must have gone.
Where is it? Tell us.
The greatest of all artifices. The artifice that exists solely to destroy the world. Ion.
Ion? So that's what Malos meant.
Yes, Ion.
Then, that's where we'll go.
Okay, that was a pretty long cutscene. Kind of a lot to take in there. I need to kind of switch my party around a little bit here. Okay, we got Mithra back. Rock back on. I think I'm gonna switch. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, dang it! Got me out of order here.
Showtime! Counting on you.
There we go. Let's see. So in that case, do I want to bring Zeke or do I want to bring Morag with me? Because I think I'm going to keep Tora. Actually, no, if I give her Corvin...
Okay, where are we off to?
That at least provides a little bit of healing. So maybe I can get through this. Plus Rex has Nia, so I got healing there too, so... Hopefully that'll be enough to handle whatever this is. Alright, just to kind of talk about a little bit about that long cutscene. There was a lot to kind of take in there, so I'll just kind of talk about the most interesting stuff that kind of Klaus brought up. So he kind of already described the conduit as being a gateway to other universes, so I mean that's kind of pretty much the same way that Zohar is described back in Xenosaga, and even back in Xenogears, So they're kind of opening up the possibility of a multiverse, I guess. And that's what they're trying to postulate there. So yes, there could be the possibility of some Xeno multiverse in place here, which I guess technically has already been established because he's already kind of referencing the Xenoblade Chronicles 1 world as being sort of an alternate world. Basically, like, Klaus is already aware that his other half is Zanza is in that world and is about to, I guess, get whacked by Shulk in that world, so any kind of references Ontos, who I think at this point everybody kind of acknowledges is just Alvis, so, and that makes sense to me too, so we'll just go with it. So so the Cloud Sea is just basically just this whole nanomachine sea thing that was supposed to rebuild and reconstruct everything. I'm kind of wondering why he left it the way it was, though, and just as Titans instead of just rebuilding the land masses. I mean, he explained it that it was a new cycle of life. So you start with the coral crystals, blades become Titans, then the creatures on the Titans evolve into what are supposed to reconstruct themselves into forms of life that was programmed into the coral crystals. I don't know why Goggles are programmed in, or whatever, all these monsters are programmed into the crystals, but whatever, okay, we'll just go with it. And eventually that makes, you know, humanoid people who evolved into this new form of life. Okay. So that is basically Klaus's new circle of life. And I guess at some point he just decided, okay, I'm just not going to do anything else. I'm just going to sit here. So he basically took the approach of there's actually a concept in theology about this. It's like the absent God, the God that kind of did his thing and now no longer has any role or involvement in anything. So I want to say that was a concept from deism, I think. It's not quite a Gnostic thing, but I think it was something from deism. Basically, a god that created the world and basically is hands off after that point. And that's kind of what Klaus sounds like he's become, basically. So at this point, it's like, okay, well, I just went ahead and let Amalthus take, you know, Logos and Numa and turn Logos into the Endbringer and destroy everything. And it's like, well, I'm not going to do anything because it's fate. So I'm just going to sit back and let this happen. So, okay. He has given up on doing anything at all now. So, all right. So that's kind of where we're at. So I guess really he wants to see whether, you know, the Endbringer is the true fate, or the life he has allowed to create is going to emerge the victor here. So it's kind of like life versus death. Very simplified way of matching things up here. So there was something else too I was gonna say. Like all those scenes where we were fighting the characters, and then they had the scene where we were with Mithra and Pyra in the cabin. Like that like Klaus already described that as being like an alternate form of things, and like the true desires of the characters. Are the true desires of the rest of my party wanting to kill me? Wanting to kill Rex? Is that what their true desire is? I don't know. Oh, but the thing with like Mithra and Pyra is like, I don't know why, that scene reminded me of something, a very, very similar scene in another game, I think, but I can't remember what it is. And I've been trying to like really scratch my head trying to remember what it is. There was a scene very similar to that in some other game. It must have been like a really, really long time ago when I played it. But it was something like that where the main character had like an alternate... We're shown an alternate version of a potential future. living just a happy life, but that wasn't the reality. They had to go back to their reality and continue their adventure and story, and basically eliminated the possibility of that future. I can't remember where that's from though. It's one of those things where it's like, is that at the back of my head and I can't remember what it is. Maybe it'll come to me later on, but it's... yeah. Anyway, we're about at the final battle here, so... I'm going to take a short break, as you know, I usually do, before I jump into this, because I expect there's probably going to be another hour of cutscenes after that, so... I'll be back in a moment, and we will finish the game up, and I still have my list here of the stuff I've liked and not liked about the game with me here, so it is next to me here, ready to go when I get to the end credits here, so I'll be back in just a moment here. Alright, I'm back. Also, one more thing. Is, I guess Artifice Ion is supposed to be a stand-in for Omega or Deus, I guess? Because that's the impression I'm starting to get. But it doesn't seem like it's nearly as powerful as those things, but... Okay, there we go. Oh, Mr. Architect's still there. We can talk to him. Let's see what else he has to say. I will disappear soon. When I do, the conduit will likely disappear from this world. You will not be able to use your power forever. I'm counting on you. Pyra, Mithra, and Rex. I just want to jump on him. What is this weird... I just want to see what this looks like around him. Mr. Klaus. Let's see, we are going this way? Yeah. I am ready for the end. Are you ready? I'm ready.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
There's like multiple sirens. What exactly are they shooting at? Oh, the Titans. Well, guess I'm not going back to the Titans now.
All of those sirens? He's really trying to destroy all of Alrest.
Let's hurry, guys!
Any treasure? No, it's enemies, but we're not gonna fight them. Because we're too powerful. Actually, I can go up the stairs here. Or... nope, that doesn't let me go in there. Okay, never mind.
Oh!
No power. What? Malos, you dickhead, you turn the power off.
Oh! And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
Oh hey, there's one more heart-to-heart we can do. So over here. Last one.
Malos is a powerful foe.
But we can't afford to give up now.
Indeed. If we give up hope here, there will be nothing left of Alrest.
That'd leave all the people we care about dead, and a whole bunch of innocent folk besides.
That worst possible outcome!
But we're not in this alone. Jin, the Torna guys, and everyone back on Alrest are counting on us.
The Torna guys are dead. I don't think they're counting on us anymore. Just want to point that out.
We've run into all kinds of trouble on the way, but we've made it this far.
This may be the most formidable obstacle yet, but we can surpass it like any other.
When friends all together, nothing impossible!
This is it. This is our final battle. Let's show him what drivers and blades can do together.
Yeah!
Yeah! We'll show them the power of friendship. Where are we going? This way. There, is this it? If you open this door, there will be no turning back. Falling in battle would mean restarting from the title screen. Your game will be saved before the final battle begins. Oh, well, then I guess I should probably save. I mean, it's not like I can go back to the Titans now. At least I don't think I can. Apparently I still can. Oh yeah, so I just wanted to check. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Malos!
Just in time for the final act, boy. I've saved you the best seats in the house. I sounded just like Akos for a moment there.
Akos is dead, you bastard. So is Petroka. And Jin.
Figured as much.
Is that all?
What? You want me to weep and deliver a eulogy? What good would that do? They all desired oblivion, and now they've achieved it. Least I can do is send them off with a smile.
Malos, is this really what you want?
Huh?
Is this what you want? Malos?
I don't understand the question.
You must understand by now that none of this is your own will. You have to see all of this came from a Malthus.
Even if that's true, so what? And don't give me some weak-ass crap about how I should repent or whatever.
Why don't you want to hear the truth?
Here's the thing. I don't give a rat's ass what you think, brat! So blades become titans, and titans give life to humans. Honestly, who even gives a damn? They can become whatever they want. But that man, he'd lost everything. He no longer wanted anything. He didn't even want to live anymore. And despite that, his life was the one thing he hadn't lost. Because he couldn't!
The thought of you forgetting me, it's like one heart is being ripped in two.
Words can be a curse. That curse was what kept him tied down here. A wretched tale, isn't it? This whole world is a wretched place.
Do not forget that you too are a part of that world. If it were not for you, for Amalthus, both Jin and Laura's lives may have taken quite different paths.
Exactly. That's exactly it. You've gotten smarter with age, huh? I'm a wretched being too. A hideous monster, far beyond saving. So, let's end this now.
Don't you feel anything? Father's sadness, the world he longed for.
How could I? That isn't my role in this world.
This man, does he mean to...
Big boat, a little bit.
Come at me, kid! Come! My partner! Give me all you've got. You better show me all of it!
Wouldn't it make more sense to have our own mecha to fight this thing? It's pretty darn big.
This'll be a walk in the park.
Break! And
This'll be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Please leave it to Tora.
I will.
Let's go.
Then we need to settle this. I spring. You're in pain.
Sword bash.
Well done. Let quicken art.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Tora ready.
Nicely.
Hidden blade. Midnight mist.
I no longer live in fear. Excellent work.
Rolling smash.
Yes.
Anchor shot.
Overfall.
Bridges,
I am
arms,
Rock.
Lady Mora.
Always
Go for it.
have been.
Threat level is significant.
Time to shine!
Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
You're in for some pain.
The wind is your
Wild
way.
side!
Whirling dragon.
Ha! Vortex edge!
Breaky!
This is where we prove wing smash!
Blaze.
Neo!
I'll keep you up.
Hit it! No!
This time, I'll make sure you're dead.
My thoughts exactly! Redemption!
I'll wipe you punks out!
Poppy,
Great
keep it
choice,
right
Master
in.
Pi.
Please leave it to Tora.
Blaze.
Gotcha.
Go to
This is
weapon
power science.
systems.
Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
You won't
Draw
the enemy's attention this
Tora
way.
can do it.
is yours to
Gotcha.
command. Now.
We'll beat them
This
with the
should
power
be
of
enough for
friendship!
you.
Get back
Hidden
over
Blade,
here.
Midnight Mist.
Yes.
Done!
Oh,
Found
I'm
it.
ready to go.
ads.
Gotcha!
Nobody's got Earth. I don't think so.
And
Actually, my affinity just keeps going up
all
automatically.
together
Here.
now. Our bonds are as one.
Oh, the triple attack.
Nexus Force. Excellent work.
Master Pi, stand with Poppy.
Redemption!
Oh, okay. I
I'll
guess
make
he's not
sure
gonna let
they're
me
kept
fight
busy.
him.
I'm ready to
Focusing on target!
Tora will show them.
The enemy's element is now
Poppy, unlimited.
Just give
For
what
sure.
I am come.
Don't touch Master Pi.
Water! Careful!
Midnight Mist.
Keep eye on it.
Bridges, the joy.
Why not?
Just give me the order.
Gotcha!
You lose,
Now,
everything will
Can
disappear.
I go?
Then you'd better bring your best.
Mithra!
You won the moment you called
I'll
on me.
wipe you
Pyra.
punks out.
I think this needs a lighter touch. What would you have me do?
Extra.
I want you to fight.
We'll make your dreams a reality.
Great.
That was...
Okay,
now.
here we go. Prominence, revolt.
Or, okay, just cutscene.
You're not burning anyone today.
My lady.
Dromak!
Don't trouble yourself. It's nothing.
Can you still not see? Stop the artifice! Malos!
See what, brat? The world's never gonna change if that's all you got.
Oh, yes, as expected, Malos is trying to wreck everybody's shit.
It will change. I will change it. That's the reason we've come all this way.
Why don't you just let it go? Who do you think you're doing this for?
I'm doing it for myself. If it helps put smiles on people's faces, helps them live their lives together, then that's my role in this world! Jin told me to take care of you. In his place, you know. Jin never wanted to die. He just wanted to connect with you. He did
you were
it
bros.
because you showed him a path.
And how many people died because of it? You'd forgive him just like that?
Forgiving isn't that easy, but that's just the world we live in. We need to find a way forward within that world. Even you used to think like that once!
Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny!
Hello, Shulk. Nice of you to jump in.
Hurry. The time is nigh.
So at this point, Shulk just got his Monado. Monado 3 on his side now. Nope, okay, part 2.
I'm going all in.
And now
I'll show you the end of the world. With Ion! This is the thunder of justice!
Get over here.
Siren Buster!
My dead armor veil!
One shot!
Yes.
Let me take it!
Gotcha!
Let
Go
me show
for
you
it.
a thing or two.
Maybe we'll get into
This
the
is now.
Why? My thoughts exactly.
One shot! Let me show you a thing or two. My power flows as one with fire.
Opponent has no shortage of strength.
Why not?
Don't give them a moment.
Neo,
you're in for some pain.
Save us, Flash.
Threat level is significant.
Redemption.
That's the spirit.
My thoughts exactly.
Wicked arts.
Water flower.
Don't give them a moment.
Rest.
Think you can take it?
Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
I'll make sure they're kept busy.
That was well done. Dino. Mithra. Gotcha.
Justice, Lady Martha.
Sword bash. Rolling smash.
My power flows as one with
Now.
fire.
Yeah. Anti
Threat level is significant.
time to shine!
Rock.
I am Rock!
Go for
Always
it.
have surrender while you can. Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
Why not?
Our way.
Do it!
My thoughts exactly.
Alright, get back over here.
Opportunity. This should be enough for you.
Go
Out
for
of my
it.
sight. Deathwing. War.
Dang. It's found us.
And now!
Pulling out all the stops, huh?
Wild scythe. Neo.
I'll keep you all healthy, so get it.
Redemption.
Rex, all our
Oh,
power is
another
yours
one of
to
these
command.
things.
Yes.
There's
No
a
one can
reason
stop us
why
now.
I'll go into your arms, Lady Moira.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Whirling dragon!
Breaking havoc!
Why not? Yeah. Mithra.
Steady.
Sword bash.
I feel a singular aura.
Opponents have no shortage of strength.
My power flows as one with fire.
Give me the order! I am come.
Why not?
Breaky!
Breaking wave.
Go for it.
You're mine.
Magnificent.
Eclipse! Blade!
Topple them.
Please leave it to Toro!
Yeah.
Spinning! Toro will do it!
Eclipse! Blade!
Alpha operating at full power.
Bridges! To arms! guns, Lady Morag!
No! You fight
Just give me the
Keep
order!
it significant. Time to shine!
Swirling dragon!
I am invincible!
I think this needs a lighter touch. As you wish.
No!
Time for the
Time to
deciders.
defend is now!
Brats!
Why not?
Break!
Mithra and I are as
Bash!
one!
This is the thunder of justice!
Blaze!
Siren Buster!
I'm all
My dead body!
juice.
No! Stay with me, Rex.
Somebody get me up.
This is not your place to fall, Rex.
I feel better now. Thanks,
Time to
Morag.
hit them where it hurts.
Let's keep this up.
Gotcha.
We'll win for sure.
Here.
Blade combo, third stage.
Massive Reiki stand up. Let's go.
Try to keep
Mithra and I are
We're talking to you.
with all
Let
your
me-
might,
I am
with all your strength.
Rush down!
Why not?
I probably could finish this now. Yep. Oh, we're gonna finish it.
We're up, Gramps.
Now!
Begin.
Tora, keep up.
Tora, right on
I'll
time!
be ready to face anything.
Excellent. Elemental burst.
Morag, show us how it's
Finish
done!
that! As planned. Goddamn model!
Superb.
And another one.
Superb.
Nia.
Now the crucial moment.
Superb.
Tora, keep up.
Tora, right on
Poppy
time!
Alpha.
Elemental burst.
Morag, show us how it's done!
Bridget,
To me!
as planned.
Astounding.
Let's keep it up.
Astounding.
Rock, leave it to me.
I'll be done before you know it. Astounding.
Tora, keep up.
Tora,
Poppy
right
Cutie
here!
Pie at your service.
Mag. Elemental burst.
Morag, show us how it's done!
Edgy. Very well.
Magnificent.
And another one.
Magnificent.
Pyra.
Got this.
Magnificent.
Tora, keep up.
Poppy, Tora, right on time!
Ha! Poppy Unlimited.
Magnificent.
Morag, show us how
Bridget,
it's done!
Dardanian As honor. planned.
Magnificent. Enemy down.
Boom. Done.
Here I go.
Yeah!
I was trying to see if I could do like a full burst at least once in the game, but I couldn't pull it off.
Let's get this done, so we can move on.
For the future!
Good, Nintendo. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me I have controllers. And now the conduit goes to another universe.
is the last gift I can offer you. The rest is up to you, my children. It's been fun, kid.
Malos.
If only I'd met you sooner. Just think of the worlds I might have seen. But even so...
If I had been your driver, all of this...
Kids say the damnedest things. There was only one driver for me. All... in all, it wasn't so bad.
Malos.
Looks like he's finally found it. Lady Moray. A meaning to his life. Indeed. Frankly, I'm a little jealous. After all, most people go their whole lives without finding theirs. I wonder if I'll find mine.
You've got one already, haven't you? And if what you've got isn't enough for you, well, you can always leave things to the next generation.
You've got a point. Surprisingly enough.
Okay, the thing is falling apart now. For some reason. Okay.
Huh? What's going on?
That's... What's happened? At this rate, all of Elysium will collapse. What? Since the conduit disappeared, the power holding Elysium together was cut off. What's gonna happen when it crumbles? Not...
Everything above this point will either orbit the planet or be flung into space by centrifugal force. However, everything below this point, the World Tree itself, will fall apart on top of Alrest.
No, that can't. The impact would destroy...
There has to be a way to stop it. Pyra, please! Pyra!
There is one way. Just one way to prevent it. 5 stories down, from here, there's a control room for the correction boosters. If we can fire the booster jets and accelerate the whole World Tree beyond escape velocity...
Look, I haven't got a clue about boosters or velocities, but I'm gathering that we gotta get there, and fast.
Okay, 5 floors down. Let's hurry.
It's just a bunch of stairs. We can manage
Azurda!
that.
Poppy!
Hmm?
What did you say?
Poppy could not possibly.
Please! You're the only ones I can ask.
But...
Poppy, you promised, didn't you?
That below belt.
Please.
You're a real piece of work.
Rex is just not going to notice that part, but Pyra's not there. He's just
What is this?
Are these like escape pods? What are ships?
Is this a port?
Oh, now he notices. Oh wait, she's right there. Oh, okay.
Pyra? What are you doing there? Where's the control room? Pyra! You can't mean...
I'm sorry. This was the first lie I ever told you.
Pyra!
The only way to stop the World Tree's collapse is to use the last of Ion's power and annihilate the World Tree. I'm sorry, it is the only way. You all need to use one of those escape vessels and get as far away as possible.
What? The last of Ion's... Pyra! What are you doing? It'll be fine, right? You'll deal with the World Tree, then come back, right? Wait! Just wait, I'll come with you! Damn it! There's not enough wire!
The hook shot failed.
I got it!
For the first time.
Poppy? Poppy?
It's not okay. Poppy cannot.
What do you mean you can't?
Poppy made promise. Pyra say that Rex for sure asked Poppy. Say not help Rex, no matter what.
What kind of promise is that? Please, I'm begging you. All you gotta do is take me over there. The rest of you can just... Rex. Come on. Please. She's right there.
Rex.
Gramps!
Sometimes a man must know when to let go.
Why? Why?
Do it for her, Rex. Do as she asks.
Gramps!
Chum, how long are you planning on being a baby? She's the girl you love. You got to accept her decision. That's what being an adult means.
Yep, that's being an adult. Is just the girl's gonna sacrifice herself. You just gotta accept that.
I am so thankful that I've met all of you.
Rex!
Hey, still got Neo. Come on.
Pyra.
Rex!
The core crystal.
You'll be fine. Without me now.
Pyra.
So she can just separate herself from the core crystal?
Pyra!
Okay. For a while, yeah, I assume so. Generally, the few times that's happened in the game, the blade kind of dies pretty quick right after. No more
Hello
mecha.
there.
No.
I hope you'll help me. Rex, I'm so glad to have met you. Our time together was short, a fraction of my long, long years. But it's been warmer,
yeah, his junk sword.
brighter
Okay.
than any time I can remember before.
He still has a sword. It's been there the whole
You shone a
time.
light on my melancholy path. You showed me the way.
Thank you for that gift of light.
So tell me, how was it being alive?
Do you really want to know? Well...
Boom. They don't know about the seatbelts, do they? Nope, they don't. Oh, okay, you can just turn back into your old self. How convenient.
You know, I think this form does suit me best.
Gramps!
We're heading down. Everybody grab onto something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
The Titans are...
Of course she gave him the power to turn back to his old self.
I can't believe it. Is everyone dead? We were too late.
At the land of Moritha.
So there's nothing left of the world but ruins?
We're crossing that rift.
Look!
The Titans.
They're joining with the land. It's true. I think I see what Klaus meant by restoring the world.
Gramps? So Elysium was...
He was here all along.
You know, Rex, I think you're right.
I kind of wondered that landmass was there before, and nobody could just see it.
We're finally here.
Yay. Ending? Ending. I guess there'll be some additional scenes playing. Cosmos, which maybe in New Game Plus we'll get to see Cosmos. All right. Rate the game. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess it's a good time to talk about it. So I kind of said when I started this game that it is a bit divisive. People kind of either really love this game or don't really like it at all. So I kind of went into it with an open mind. I'm leaning towards more of it. I kind of enjoyed it more when I disliked it. I'm not going to say this is a perfect game or even my favorite Xeno game. I think even after going through this, I've been thinking about it this week a lot, but I still probably would say the first Xenoblade Chronicles game is probably a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. Now, I can see why a lot of people prefer this game. I would say the fun factor in this game is probably, like, very, very high. The story is good overall, I would say. Characterization's good overall. The thing that kind of brings this game down a little bit for me is that it really does feel like, especially compared to like previous Xeno games, it feels like there's a certain lack of polish in this game. Like, when this game is good, it's like really good. But there are like a bunch of little things that I don't like in this game that just kind of add up over a while. The voice acting I know is kind of weird and off. I got used to it after a while. It's not super terrible. I mean, in the early game it was pretty bad, but I think after a while I did get used to it. So, because like I have a whole list of things I was trying to keep track of. Yeah, the English dub, not that great. Actually, you know what? Let me talk about positives first here. So the game is generally a fun game. I did, you know, if the game wasn't fun, I would not have spent almost 200 hours on this game. But that said, there probably is like, and I think I mentioned this a couple parts back, I feel like there's just too much to do in this game. Like, it probably... There probably could have been something else that could have been cut out of the game just to kind of keep the game time down a bit. Either that, or take some of these other elements out of the game that feel like they're just padding for time. Like so much of the side quests and affinity quests and stuff, and the gacha system. I feel like that just pads the time out in the game, and I'm very iffy about those things. The environments in the world are done very well. I do like what they did with the environments in this game. I do think that is an area where this game is better than the first Xenoblade game. Because one of the slight niggles I had about the first Xenoblade Chronicles game is that the environments were massive, but they also felt kind of empty in a lot of places. There was a lot of wasted space that wasn't being used in that game. In this game, they made much better use of the space in the environments here, so everything kind of felt filled out for the most part. There was always something somewhere interesting to look at or go do, compared to a lot of places in the first Xenoblade game where there was just a lot of places that just felt really empty and had no purpose. Like, I always complain about Alchemoth in Xenoblade Chronicles. It's this massive city, but so much of it is just empty space that doesn't serve any purpose here. So I'm kind of glad they don't really have anything like that here, because I had a kind of an issue with that in the first game. World building is done pretty well. Klaus pretty much described how his cycle of life works between the core crystals, the blades, and the titans, and how all the life kind of rose from that. He was basically making a new cycle of life. So, and the whole cycle with the blades and core crystals and everything is kind of well worked into everything else in the game, so it kind of works pretty well in the world building. And yes, the music is pretty incredible and top-notch in this game. I put it on the same level as the first Xenoblade Chronicles, so I'm not really sure which I prefer more, but there's like so much great tunes in this game, and there are so many great tunes in the first game, so I would kind of rank them on the same level here. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Let's see, what else here? Probably some character-specific things. I pretty much like the character of Zeke. Zeke's a fun character. He's probably the most fun character, I would say, that he had. And, I would say out of the antagonists, definitely Jin became the better antagonist of the game. I didn't really care for Malos all that much. I mean, it's like I said in the last part, he's just kind of there. He's the Endbringer, I'm going to destroy everything, and there wasn't really a whole lot to him. Jin, on the other hand, had an entire backstory and development to him, which kind of made me care a little bit more about him, even though he kind of became a little bit of a psycho. Of course, he wasn't really psycho, he was just, you know, he's at the point now where he's gonna, like, you know, the world basically fucked over the driver or the girl that... Well, actually, this was something I was going to mention before, and I'm going to say it now. Jin was in love with Laura. That was the impression I got, even from Torna in the DLC. And basically him seeing, you know, his love getting fucked over by Amalthus and the world around him. Basically, he has to basically rip her heart out in order to ensure that he doesn't disappear. That was like... Yeah, I can imagine that probably would have really messed Jin up. So that's why he kind of became the way he did. So... But yeah, so I completely understand that. So, and, okay, we got, I mean, of course Mithra and Pyro will be back. Yes, I did play Torna already before this. That's why I'm saying all that, because I already knew about Jin's backstory kind of going into this here, so... So I am coming at this from sort of a unique perspective by doing Torna first and then this game. I want to see what happens here. The power of friendship. And our core crystals are intact. Final chapter, and thus boy met girl. he met more than one girl on this journey. Monolith's off, yay. Okay, that is the big ending. Okay. Alright, so basically, yeah, that's kind of... I want to go through the stuff that kind of annoyed me in this game. Yeah, okay, so I already kind of mentioned the English dub. It's just... I got used to it. Animations and lip syncing... The animations aren't too bad, but I have noticed... And this is something I even noticed back in the Torna DLC, too. The lip syncing they use on the character models, it's like all over the place. Like, I don't know what's going on with the lip syncing in this game. Like, I did listen to the Japanese audio version for a little while, just to kind of see. And even in the Japanese, the lip syncing doesn't really match up all the time. So I don't know what's going on with that, but again, that's kind of a minor thing. The gacha system, I'm not really a big fan of that. I feel like it's a big time waster thing. I understand it kind of appeals more to mobile gamers and maybe to the Pokemon generation of players who are kind of used to doing that sort of thing, I guess, but I'm just not really a big fan of that sort of thing, and I really hope they don't, Monolith Soft doesn't continue with things like that, because I'm just, whatever. I would like to earn the blades in-game, not have to rely on RNG. I'm not a big fan of RNG. I feel like there's a lot of RNG, even when it comes to salvaging and item collections and stuff, there's RNG involved, and it's just, let's see, what else is here? I mean, there's a lot of minor stuff written down, but a lot of it's not really that important. Yeah, I already talked about the lip syncing. Filling out the affinity charts. Most of them aren't too bad, but there's like a few that are I just don't want to bother with, because they just take way too long to do. Veils, Ves, Gorg. Those are the three I kind of wrote down. You have to do a whole bunch of item salvaging and then do their cooking or weaving thing. You have to do it a whole bunch of times to fill out their affinity chart. It's just a big time sink, and I'm not going to bother with it. Side quest system, it's okay. I don't really know if it's really better than the first Xenoblade Chronicles game. The only issue I really have is that sometimes the objectives are a bit unclear. Like, you'll get like no quest objective, and you'll just be like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. So those are, yeah, in those instances I really had to just go look it up on the wiki what to do, because I didn't know what to do. So okay, let's see. Okay, some technical issues with the game. This was something that kind of became more apparent the longer I played, and I have heard from other people that this is a result of a memory leak somewhere in the game's code. Occasionally the resolution drops, the FPS drops suddenly in some places, and there's really long loading times in some places. I think I had like one part of my stream where I just had like extraordinarily long loading times, like that I think I timed out to be like, they were like 45 seconds of loading times between several cutscenes, and I'm like, what is going on here? What's going on here? And the texture loading. So yeah, there's a lot of times where textures are just slow to load in this game. And I have this game. I don't have the cartridge version of this. I have the digital version of this game. So it's running right off my SD card, which is supposed to be a pretty fast SD card, but yeah, I get slow texture loading. But apparently everybody has that problem with the game, from what I hear. So that's just a performance issue. However, I mean, I would probably say my two biggest gripes that I had constantly with this game is I really, really wish there was a way to reconfigure the buttons on my controller for the menu, because dear God, I do not like having the map on my X button. That throws me off constantly while I'm playing this game. Because I don't know why Malos did that. They broke with tradition with RPGs. Because in every other RPG I have played, or JRPG, even the first Xenoblade Chronicles game, because I went back and checked this, the X button brings up the menu, not the freaking map. And so often I end up pressing the X button because it's a habit of mine. I keep pressing the X button. It's the map button. Nope. So either Microsoft change it back to the way it's supposed to be, or at least give me the option to remap my buttons so I don't have to keep doing that, because that just... I know it's not a huge issue, but for me as an old school RPG player, that just aggravates the heck out of me. That'll be like Nintendo switching the A and B buttons around on a Mario game. It just annoys the heck out of me. But probably the biggest gripe I have with this game, and probably the one that I know a lot of people have, one freaking save slot on a massive JRPG like this. That is like inexcusable in my opinion. And that is probably one of the things that kind of drags this game down. Even the first Xenoblade Chronicles game, I kind of sort of complained about it a little bit. Okay, it just takes me right back here. But at least in that game, you got three save slots plus the autosave slots. There's technically four if I can talk here. 4 save slots in the first Xenoblade Chronicles game. Only one here. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the menu. I don't want to go back to it. Go back to yeah. I wish there was a way to go back to the main menu through the system menu instead of me having to close the game out. Again, just a minor thing. It's like, this is what I'm saying. There's like a whole bunch of minor things in this game that just, it's nothing major, but they all kind of add up. And it's like, but yeah. Yeah, the save slot thing. I know why they do one save slot, because they don't want people to save scum on the gacha system. I get that. But it's a single player game, so who gives a fuck? So that's what I don't get. Like, what does it matter if somebody decides to save scum with the gacha system? I don't think it would be a big deal, because there's no online component to this game. It's a single player game. What does it matter? Just give me multiple save slots so I can save at different points in the game, because that's what I like to do with most of my big RPG games. But and plus, you know, the other problem is that if I want to go into like New Game Plus, I have to save over my other game. So that I don't like. That I just don't like. Like, I don't know if there's really anything else I really should talk about. The anime stuff that's kind of throughout the game, I know is very much the most divisive thing about this game. Some people really like it, some people really abhor it. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Like, I can get used to it, but there are plenty of moments in the game where it felt kind of cringy, and like, it's like, why do we need to focus on Pyra's tits or her booty shorts in certain scenes? I don't think we really need to be doing that, but that's what they decided to do in this game. So I'm not going to complain about it too much, because again, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with it. I don't really care about it that much, so I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, I just lots of little stuff. The audio mixing in the game, and I know it's great. The music's good. Sound effects are pretty good. Voice acting's kind of eh. But the audio mixing I've found is kind of weird in this game. It's like, there's several instances where it's like, the music is like pretty well audible in certain scenes, and in other scenes it's like really quiet. And I can't really hear what's happening in the background. And I have the same audio settings in all the scenes, so I don't know why it comes out like that sometimes. It's just... Okay, whatever. tutorials, kind of annoying. They should be able to go back through the tutorials in the system menu. Unfortunately, don't have. Okay, well, this is something I've kind of written down. This is just an idea of what I kind of wish they would have done in this game with the Merc missions. As I was thinking about this as I was kind of playing and trying to get items for stuff, why can't I just use the Merc missions to gather items for me? Because that would be really useful. I could just send my Mercs to go gather like 30 Muka flowers for me, so I don't have to spend time doing that myself. Like, that would actually make the Merc missions actually have kind of a use, in addition to just building up affinity and trust and stuff like that. I kind of wish I would have done that. I actually really didn't think to talk about the combat system all that much. The combat system's alright. I kind of have the same issue with it as I did with Torna. I just feel like there's too much stuff happening in the combat for me to really... Like, I said this about when I played Torna, that there's the combat UI and everything that's happening and everything you gotta kind of keep track of. There's just too much going on. But that said, I did generally enjoy what they did in Torna better than what they did in the main game. I think the blade combo system was too complicated in the main game, and in Torna they went ahead and simplified it, which I think was a big improvement, because with the way the blade combo system is kind of set up in the main game, I never once got a chance to do a full burst and a chain attack in this entire almost 200 hours of playthrough. Never once have I gotten a chance to do that. Yet in the Torna game, I remember doing full burst like almost all the time in the Torna DLC, because it was so much easier to set up the blade combos in that game. So clearly, I think even the developers realized that the blade combo system was a little bit overcomplicated in the main game, because, like, well, excuse me. But yeah, but yeah, I know I'm bringing up a lot of these criticisms and everything. It's not that I dislike this game or I think it's a bad game. I think this is still a good game. It's just that I think that it could have used a little bit more time to polish some elements out. Like as I've said before, there's just a lot of little stuff in the game that I feel like could have been done better. But the overall, the big picture of the game, I think works pretty well. And I did enjoy it for what it is. And I probably will go into New Game Plus and probably see what else I can do and see what the other blades are like. I didn't spend all of my... I think I have like 30 legendary core crystals I kind of accumulated. Yeah, bye, it's Chris. Thanks for dropping by and watching, man. I'll be doing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles probably starting next week if you're interested in that. So, but getting back to just to kind of wrap this up here. I still think it's a good game. If I were to like give this like a score out of 10, I'd probably give like an 8 out of 10, something like that. I still think it's a pretty good game. It's just there are lots of minor things that I would probably wish could have been improved upon, or the developers took more time to iron out. So, but yeah, that's it. The saga of Xeno is at an end. Finally, I started with Xenogears last year and went on to Xenosaga Trilogy, Xenoblade Chronicles, and now this. Not quite in that order, but pretty much all the Xeno games I can play. The only exception is Xenoblade X, which I don't have a way to play, so... I don't know, maybe Monolith will port it to the Switch and I'll be able to play it sometime. Even though I don't know if that's ever going to happen. So... well... I guess I'll go ahead and close out here. I'm at 2 hours and 16 minutes. Actually, is there anything else here I can look at? Let me look at the computer here. Special artwork. Okay, this is new. What is this? Oh, okay. Group shot. Oh, this is the prototype Pyra. Her original character design. So originally she was going to have a red core crystal. I don't know why. This design makes me think of her as being like a medic or something, or a nurse. Maybe that's why they changed this up. I'm guessing these are early designs for... Well, I guess it's early design for Nia. I'm guessing that's Pandoria. And Poppy. And there's Numa. Her little wings are like super elaborate. Actually, I kind of read on the profile for Numa that there was never like a full artwork for her, and it wasn't until Pyra and Mithra were added to Smash that a full artwork was created for her. Fun, just a fun little factoid that I read about. Oh, and Cosmos and Talos. I will have Cosmos at some point, because I am curious what her Blade Quest is. I really want to see what her Blade Quest is like. But I will attempt to try to get her in New Game Plus. And Talos as well. So yeah, just to show, these are all the Blade Quests that I have completed. I think I got everybody that I have, I think. Yeah, okay, I did do Vess's. Yeah, I think I got everybody's Blade Quest that I have. The only thing is that I didn't fill out everybody's affinity chart. It was just taking too long, and like I said, I'm at the point now where I'm just like, I want to finish the game. I can't spend any more time on this, so... Anyway, I've been talking for a while. I knew I was going to talk for a while on this, so... Alright. I think that's going to be it. So maybe someday I will revisit... Maybe the Eternal Saga of Xeno will return someday. Maybe. Maybe I have something else hidden up my sleeves, waiting in the shadows for someday, sometime in the future. But for now, Xeno is over for now. I don't know what I'm gonna do in my streams now. I got no more Xeno to play. I was gonna do a Mass Effect trilogy, so... That's still coming. At some point, I'll get to that. So... Anyway... Thank you all for watching. And I will... continue next time with a new game. Next week with a new game. Which I already have, which you should already know what it is, because it's on the list, so... It'll be something different. Be a nice change of pace. Anyway. Goodbye, and see you next time.